Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, Friday TGIF. It's Friday, October 4th, 2024. I'm Giovanni Benacourt, and this is a recording previous to the non-farm payroll numbers coming out. They'll be coming out in about 22 minutes from now. But I wanted to do a recording previous to the open so we can come in and speculate how will the market react towards the number. The consensus is somewhere between 144,000 to 150,000 new jobs added, and the mechanics of how a different number, a higher or lower number, will affect obviously the market across the board. Specifically gold, obviously, and dollar index. Those two are going to have a volatile movement, either to the upside or to the downside, and also stocks. But let's take a look at stocks and other markets. We've seen that the Nasdaq has been basically in pause throughout the whole week. Really, yesterday and the day before, we have seen how the markets have fluctuated below the pivot point, but staying real close to it. That 20,000 marker in the Nasdaq has just been respected. Market has fluctuated around it, above it a bit, and then below a bit, but staying within line. This is a perfect scenario for a breakout scenario, breakout trade. I mean, you never know which way the market will react. Some things, what good news would be bad news, what bad news are good news, But however, when the number comes out, I'm speculating that we will have either a move, a breakout to the upside or something to the downside, right? And this is here. That's why I placed two different supports and two levels of resistance. So we have the pivot point. Will the market move towards it and come out and looking to take out that high created last week, okay, and then climb up to the all-time high? Not today, but perhaps we will be within this zone here if that's a breakout to the upside. And then obviously we have a possible breakout to the downside. So we have support 1 and support 2, where we could probably come here and see how the 20-day moving average is actually where the first support is, and then the second support is on the 50-day moving average. So that's for the Nasdaq. Let's take a look now at the S&P 500 and see how that puppy is going to be fluctuating. We're going to speculate that fluctuation of it. So in the S&P, I don't have per se those two levels because obviously for the S&P, anything above that, we are already in all-time highs. So anything above this triple top that was created from Dow is new. So to the downside, we have the 20-day moving average, the support on the 20-day moving average, and we could also use the 50-day. But let's see now. The pause in the markets has just is imminent. Waiting for obviously this numbers to come out. Obviously, also the market has been running full steam. Obviously, a scenario that indicates that the market is ready to perhaps do another leg up. So 5,900 just jumps at me. So perhaps we'll see that next week. But today we'll speculate breakout either way, to the upside, to the downside. And then we'll have the Dow. To the Dow as a bit more of a fluctuation to the downside than the other two peers, but nevertheless, it's still also just most likely within range, within this zone of between the pivot point and the support. So let's see what will happen in this scenario. The Russell 2000, same kind of token, but more amplified scenario of that space, of that range. So we are within inside yesterday's range. We did open with a gap up on it. So perhaps as the number come out, we'll see a spike to the upside. Now crude oil is making headwinds. Crude oil is on the tier. So if we are making higher highs, higher lows, we are definitely on an uptrend, obviously backed up because of all the geopolitical uncertainty in the Middle East and what will continue to happen. It is Friday, however, so $75 was kissed early in early today. So $76 is going to be a level of support for this puppy. And then let's bring up $72. We could usually use the 50-day moving average as a support. So there, boom, support. So hey, buying crude oil, being long crude oil. Then we have Nat Gas. Nat Gas is in a definite uptrend. 280 is right around the corner. So I'm just gonna raise that a bit more just to the top of the upper Bollinger Band and leave that support there. Or no, let's just use this governor congestion right here of volume cluster right here and see if it will find support when it trades. We are in the overbought territory, however, so a correction could be also applied. Gold, well, gold has been also just steadily stable, just trading narrowly, just making equal highs, equal lows, just really flattish dojis. So the market is sustaining itself. We will see some sort of spike movement in here in gold today. So keep that in mind. We have our two levels of support and resistance there. So this one is this one. Okay, and then we have those other two over here. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably 2,600 is our psychological for gold. So, hey, be ready. Silver is right on the brink of that resistance. So let's just use 32.5 as our level, and then this around this level right here we could use for support. So also going long. Copper after having such a movement to the downside, really on Monday it did bottom out. It created this level 450 is a strong level of support. So let's see if today we'll do some sort of a fluctuation to the upside and just leave a narrow range of 460. So looking to buy copper, Bitcoin. Nice. So Bitcoin will move. Most likely will move here because it is in correlation with gold and also with our index. So let's see if we'll have a nice push to the upside towards the 62.5, which is the 20-day moving average. Right now we fluctuate above the 50-day moving average. So let's see if we hit our first resistance right around 63.5 by the end of trading day. Then we have the currencies. The euro. Well, the euro looking to sustain itself north of 110 or above 110. It has done so far, but we are in that scenario now. Obviously, if we do see a spike on the dollar index, we'll see a drop on the euro, on the currencies and the metals itself. And then if we do see a decline on the dollar index, we'll see a spike to the upside, obviously, on the currencies, metals. So let's see what will happen. We are flattish right now in the euro. Let's take a look at the pound. The pound is just pounding away, recovering off the 50-day moving average. I've had placed an extension tool, the trend-based Fib extension tool, which will give us a trajectory of if this will continue this move. If it does, then we can use the Fibonacci numbers, which is 0.38, and the golden ratio of 0.618 as a probable levels of support. But obviously, as the numbers comes out and things happen, we'll see a spike also on the dollar index. Then obviously we have the dollar index, and the dollar index is just right there at 108. So I'm just gonna raise it a bit more to 102, just give it a psychological round number just for argument's sake, and obviously bring that support to 101. So we leave $1 of range on the dollar index and see how much of a appreciation will it have or depreciation will it have when the number comes out in about 30 minutes from this recording. All right, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.